Welcome to Traveler's Tales. I am your host, Greg Alonzo. Today I will be your guide through history as we take a look at what happened to the Thracians. Before we begin, just a quick reminder that we post new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon to be notified each time we post new videos. Moving right along, mythology tells us one thing, while archaeology tells us another. Who were the Thracians, and what happened to these people who once dominated the lands known as present-day Bulgaria? In Greek mythology, Thrax was regarded as one of the reputed sons of the god Ares. According to Euripides, in his work Alcestis, he mentions that one of the names of Ares himself was Thrax. This is because he was regarded as the patron of Thrace. To honor the god, his golden shield was kept in his temple in Bistonia in Thrace. Mythology aside, the origins of the Thracians remains obscure. This is due to the absence of written historical records. Ancient Greek and Roman historians agreed that the ancient Thracians were of Indo-European stock. They were seen as superior fighters. However, it was only due to their constant political fragmentation that prevented them from overrunning the lands around the northeastern Mediterranean. This is one of the many reasons why the Thracians were regarded by the Greeks and Romans as warlike, ferocious, bloodthirsty, and barbarian. Tacitus, in his Annals, writes of them as being wild, savage, impatient, and disobedient to their leaders. Although these historians characterize the Thracians as primitive, this is because they lived in simple, open villages. The Thracians, in fact, had a fairly advanced culture. While the Thracians were especially noted for their poetry and music, their soldiers were valued as mercenaries, especially by the Macedonians and the Romans. The first Greek colonies along the Thracian coast were founded in the 8th century before the Common Era. At this time it was common for Greeks and Thracians to live side by side. Ancient sources record a Thracian presence on the Aegean island of Hellas. At some point in the 7th century before the Common Era, some of the Trarese Thracian tribes migrated across the Bosphorus and invaded Anatolia, which is in present-day Turkey. A Thracian Traris chief by the name of Cobus allied with both the Cimmerians and the Lycians and attacked the kingdom of Lydia. After capturing the capital of Sardis, the alliance took control of the kingdom. However, their victory was short-lived. The Scythians were quick to enter Anatolia and expel the Thracians and their allies out of the region. What then became of the over 200 tribes of Thracians who did not migrate to Anatolia? Over 40 of the Thracian tribes managed to form a lasting political organization which led to the founding of the Odrysian state. The kingdom inhabited much of what is present-day Bulgaria. Thriving within this region, the population was large enough that Herodotus referred to them as second most numerous people in this part of the known world, only preceded by the peoples of India. Eventually, the remaining Thracian tribes expanded their dominance throughout the Balkans, keeping the local peoples like Illyrians, Dacians, and Pannonians at bay. They were able to maintain their dominance due to their military prowess. The warrior elites of the day were known as the Peltast, and these elites were believed to have originated in Thrace. However, not all Thracian society centered on warfare. During this period, a subculture of celibate ascetics called Cetiste lived in Thrace and served as philosophers, priests, and prophets. During the period of classical Greece, contacts between the Thracians and the Greeks intensified. Yet the Thracians, unlike the Greeks, were not city builders. In fact, their only polis was Pseutopolis, which served as their capital. With the rise of the powerful Macedonian state, the Thracian kingdom of Odrysian was first to fall to King Philip II of Macedon. Enter the Romans. Conflict between Rome and Macedonia's resurged vassal state of Thrace was unavoidable. After the Battle of Pydna in 168 before the Common Era, Roman authority over Macedonia and governance of Thrace passed to Rome. Under the rule of Rome, the Sarpei tribe of Thracians came to the forefront in service to Rome. As they had become Romanized, their military forces were known to have served both Pompey and Caesar, and later supported the Republican armies against Mark Antony and Octavian in the final days of the Republic. After Celtic Gauls advanced into Macedonia and southern Greece, The vassal state of Thrace was eventually absorbed into the local culture that now pervaded. This brings us to the end of what happened to the Thracians. Thank you for joining us for this edition of Traveler's Tales. Just a reminder that we post new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon to be notified each time we post new videos. For your convenience, we have also posted our email address and Instagram information. We enjoy hearing from our subscribers and encourage you to contact us with any questions you may have. If you haven't subscribed to Traveler's Tales, please do. This really is the best way to help our channel grow. Traveler's Tales will return with part 2 of What Happened to the Thracians. Until we meet again at the crossroads of folklore and fact, Artistos.